everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the Eagles who got the win on the road, so now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's Williams on the catch. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works.
I guess I'm fine with whatever you decide.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, I'm not going to be here. I guess we're going to be at work for a long time today, so we had to tell them that we had to tell the boss who needed to leave early.
Really tough for the linebacker to run with him, and this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Okay, so then do you want those kind of one or?
Here we go. Now it's 2nd and 10.
If I give you those kind of one, I'm going to put it on the side.
And I already had Don Carbon today.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Come on, throw it.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
They'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive had started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Smith and Jigba with the grab. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Elliott good with a PAT.
What are you giving now?
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Well, there's that piece of chicken that's there that's specifically safe for them. And then the big one is supposed to be mine.
Wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm time when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To throw on 2nd down. Bryant. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. You look at this Eagle defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
All defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers, takeaways they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance, and they exceeded that number in a big one. That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
1 second.
And take it right on the 30. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
With some eyebrows.
Yeah, because those are the eyebrows. The eyebrows go like this. See? This one makes me look mad.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they have one mind to, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive. You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on this good.
No, fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Fumble.
He's got it. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the pounds you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case. And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways. Call his penalties.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw here, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week, and the same thing happens this time out, too.
To throw on third down, Bryant. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. It was nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's fourth down. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Come on, set.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got it to Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now. And this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, this
What's going on?
it's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll look to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit, because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along. Their kicking was so prevalent that they made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Throwing to start the drive. Bryant. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never brought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
3rd down and 13. Looking to throw. Bryant. And they're going complete. Nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Taking it down to 36.
Look, David.
10-0 the score after 1. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Last time I remember their drive started, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it. No, he didn't. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. The Eagles at 12-3 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
Put the chip on her.
They played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Let's go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Claws red. Block it. Six. Six. Measure. Six.
Back to throw again. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
The average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
The New York set to take the field. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job here forcing the completion.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Bryant. The throw left sideline falls incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is fielded at the 27. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. The Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Hey, do the what's that thing called? With your legs and jiu-jitsu?
2nd and 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
That ball caught by Harrison. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
There you go. That's how you have to do them. In jiu-jitsu, sometimes you go like this. Don't do that. Do them right. Raise your hips. You got to raise your legs. No, it's not fast. It's slow. Raise your legs, not your upper body, only your legs.
To the sideline and make a catch.
Lift your butt all the way up.
And now following that last
no, your butt, not your body.
Yes,
like this, look.
The red flag is
like
out.
this.
Play is under review.
Did he keep those feet?
No, don't move your back. Keep your head down.
It was awfully close.
There you go.
Looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Ready?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds
had to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the side. It's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it. And his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his yards. But give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call. They were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Mauricio, sit down. Right now. It's taking too long. Go get a drink. Hurry up. Go get a drink before you waste time.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
This is taken around the 12. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He may go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jackson Smith-Njigba, 81 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That's a nice play.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And the Giants ready to come out now. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start on the ground. Etienne fights through and now a crease. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, right back to ETN. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second and 7. Operating from the gun, Bryant. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
To throw on third down, Bryant. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Michael Dixon as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Jackson Smith and Jigba and his offense ready to go once more here. He's already approaching 100 yards and has the touchdown. I'm sure on that opposite sideline right now, they're scratching their heads saying, all right, what do we do?
And the hard part is, even if you limit him to a short catch, does that make you miss the ability to take it for big yardage and put in the end zone again? So trying to blanket him is very difficult, but ultimately, you've got to find a way to put him on the ground, tackle him, and he doesn't make that easy.
They're struggling with that so far. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kayvon Thibodeau. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It'll wind up being a net of 41.
Did you finish, Mo?
9-yard return, 50
Take it to sink.
And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing to start the drive. Bryant. Right sideline falls incomplete.
Because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
They'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And now the ball's out. Fumbled in midfield. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they're committed also here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it will come back to the spot of the fumble. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Second and 10.
When Alicia was slapping me so fast, she did this.
Looking to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
It's a bit of banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today. They'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we've come upon, well, we're in the latter stages of the season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Giants set to get the football.
Why didn't you put it on?
Back underway.
Why don't you put it on?
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchdown.
The dirty laundry, just leave it there, Maurice. Leave him there.
3rd quarter. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to hold.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And there's another step. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule. I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 3rd down, Bryant. And now another one thrown incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
That's taken on the 25. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Too much salad for this food, right?
Yeah.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Not his best
get
throw
unstuck.
there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty
Get
good
unstuck.
game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's
Now
not
you got it.
exactly the
Do a back shoulder roll.
offense yet,
Be careful with
but
the
they've got to
pillow.
think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had. Letting their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
Sit down and stay right there. Stop jumping around.
Again, they'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be fourth down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll roll him out right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
Ready. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Mauricio, stop touching the damn couches. Sit down. Are you done? Go wash your hands. Then you can touch stuff. Dirty hands.
So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go get the rest up. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulled out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game. And really, they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there, 21 yards to play. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one in closing.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game.
I mean, and we're busy enough that we shouldn't have that many plates.
2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Yeah. And we only use 2 plates for lunch because I don't have breakfast.
A loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Doesn't matter.
This one
you can want it down. Even if it's limited, you can want it down.
And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it again. 12, big first down, get away from the end zone. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more today.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Take me with you.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get it. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got this to Williams, complete.
What the fish you mean?
This pass to
Chicken?
30 prior to going
The
out
chicken?
of bounds.
Oh, well, you like him with
there,
both.
first down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap in the set ahead.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red
Yeah, I like
flag
him
is
too.
out, and we're going to get a challenge.
But I can eat. The bad thing is I can eat that.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
Oh, Daddy, I just wanted to remember that other way.
Okay.
Back to throw now on first down.
I know what page we're on, Maurice. I left the marker. I left the marker there. Don't touch it.
Seems like they're just having fun out there.
I know what
And it
page
does
we're
feel
on.
like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make
Come
you
here,
change
stay
how
here.
you do things.
So you can
Continue
entertain
to
Elise
throw it
in case she
around
gets
until
upset.
stopped.
Stay here.
Now a handoff up the middle. Bowles. And he'll get about 2 there
Don't
to
be,
the 36.
you can stay here. Elise is over
And I
here.
gotta think this offensive
Stay here
line's
with
got
her.
some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for
Okay,
this
go ahead.
back in
Go
training
ahead,
camp.
go
They
ahead.
knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking down the
Okay.
game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. So on fourth down, they're going to go again. Keep in mind, they're 3 of 4 so far in these situations. They're going to look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams.
Oh my
And
gosh.
it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule. That if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
2 yards to go, second down. Straight ahead, ETN. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
No gain on the play. And it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained.
¿Qué
It's a
pasa,
fine
mamá?
schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Off the bootleg. Bryant. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's right. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. ETN. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with ETN. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Big strides. Look at him go. He may go. Darren Waller. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. New York ready to go again offensively. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Now this one complete on the slant route. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Draw play, ETN. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And this will be a Giants first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first down, Bryant. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it will be Eagles football 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like have that one. Second down. Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Bryant. That is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game. So it's a...